So last time we gathered here like this, I went through 6 bourbons that I thought were a waste of money. Today we're going to do the opposite. I'm going to show you 6 rare or expensive bourbons that I absolutely love. These are not very easy to find, except for this one. This one's pretty easy to find. But they are well worth the money, and I think they are absolutely delicious. Even if the cork breaks and you have to get little Santa leg ladies in one. So let's go down the list. Let's start with our Old Fitz. Old Fitzgerald is the greatest weeded bourbon I've ever had in my life. It is perfect in an old fashioned, and get as mad as me as you want. All of these make great old fashions. I've made old fashions out of all of them. Oh, because purists get mad if you do anything with these other than just drink it with no ice. No. At the end of the day, if you are making a drink you enjoy, you're doing it right. Doesn't matter what you're doing it with, except maybe that one. Except maybe the Pappy. That one I could get a little iffy about. But this, I don't know the MSRP of this one because it was sent to me as a gift by a fella in the chat named Kaiser, but this is unbelievable. If you can find it, treat yourself. And we get to the Stag. Stag Jr. is one of the spiciest drinks you can find. This one comes in at a whopping 130 proof. It is spicy, but it is smooth. You don't really know it's 130 proof. It's delicious. I cannot recommend this enough. MSRP is around 60-ish, depending where. Secondary, anywhere from $3 to $4.50. So if you can, this is worth it. Blanton's Gold. It's Blanton's, but gold. I think it's aged in a different barrel. This is Australian, I believe. If you have the chance, I absolutely recommend getting it. They retail about $50. I think they're lottery in Ohio anyway. I don't know what they are in other states. But it has a little bit of a different taste profile than the regular Blantons. It's more. I'm not sure how else to describe it. It's just more. I think 102 proof, so it's not bad at all. Augusta Buckner's. This is the one that's pretty available, but it's very expensive. I took a really big chance on this bottle. It is $200 MSRP and does not go secondary, I don't think, just because it's super expensive and no one really buys it. But $200 MSRP. It has a very similar taste profile to this. It's like better Blanton's, but it's chocolatey on the end. It's very good. It's I've said they're all good because they are. This one is 123 proof, $200 MSRP. Not a cheap alternative, but a worthwhile one. Weller Full Proof, amazing. I tried this once and then I just had to have it. MSRP about 50, secondary about 300. It's bold. The taste profile is just loud and bold. It's the best Weller I've ever had, and I've had all of them. This one is easily my favorite. And then the Elmer T. Lee. Not bold. It's the smoothest bourbon on this list, easily. It's almost light on the tongue. It's got a very vanilla, oaky, honey finish. This one is easily my favorite out of all of them. Out of every bourbon here, easily my favorite. About 40 to 60 MSRP, 300 something secondary. This is my favorite on the list. This one is probably the easiest to get. This one is the most worth the money. This one's the highest alcohol, and for what it's worth, the tastiest, if that makes sense. This is an incredible weeded bourbon in a beautiful bottle, and this one is just a phenomenal pour. So here's a couple of ideas if you're looking for a gift or if your store has one of these. Now I'll go through a list to what I, the poor Ohioan, would pay for each of these, top dollar. Implying I had, let's imply that I had $500. What would I spend for each one of these? This probably 8-year, $250. Stag Jr., I'd probably go 3. Blanton's Gold, I would pay the secondary MSRP of $250. Buccaneers $200, I already did it and I don't regret it. This one, I would go no higher than $250 on. And this one, I would pay all $500 for. Thankfully, it doesn't go that high, but that's what I would pay for this. So here's an idea of some good stuff you can pick up, or you should pick up if you can.